What's up, everyone? Welcome to this episode of Galactic Nerd Outpost. I'm your host, Gojin the Makai Phantom, and joining me is Abyss Kaiser.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And we're gonna, there might be some, and what we're gonna look at today is basically as the title would suggest, superhero time, which, but if anybody wondering if I got this title from that block in Japan that generally plays Japanese superhero shows like Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, I did indeed, and it's not completely off topic here since Shin Kamen Rider isn't a topic, but first what we're going to be looking at here is going to be the Blue Beetle thing, but since we're kind of waiting on some guests to arrive, let's talk about some random stuff. Abyss, how have you been? It's a podcast, so I don't think
it's been fine. I know this is a last minute thing, but we're also going to look at the Continental trailer.
Yes.
Because there was like a whole Continental thing they talk about in the John Wick movies of like criminal empires or whatever.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Have you seen John Wick 4 yet?
I have not seen it yet, but I have seen the first three, and I love the John Wick movies. I'll say that right now. Like, they are some of the best action movies in years from Hollywood, in my personal opinion. And it made Keanu Reeves a badass.
Yeah, the fourth movie's probably the best one.
Really?
By far.
I always thought the first was the best, so if the fourth is that good, like, I remember the first movie being like a 10 out of 10. That's what I expect.
Yeah.
That's what I remember the first movie being. And that's one of the things I like about the first movie is it kind of has that fun action aesthetic to it, while it's also it also has the vibe of it also has a lot of drama to it. You sympathize with the character.
Yeah, and whenever you do watch the movie, there is a post-credit scene. Because, you know, we gotta have that everywhere these days.
Yep.
I don't know if it's like meant to be for a sequel or it's just an interpretation type of shit, but it happened. We'll just say that. I can't wait. I don't know if it's like supposed to be about like how all these continental hotels operate or whatever, or it's the aftershocks of what happened of the fourth movie supposed to be happening.
Yep.
It's probably gonna be epic.
Yeah, I remember how the third movie ended. I forgot who the guy was at the end of the third movie since it's been a couple years, but wasn't it like Lawrence Fishburne?
The Borari King, yes.
Yeah, I thought so. That ending was fucking awesome.
Yep. The ending for 4 is bittersweet.
Yeah, that's good. The first movie kind of was bittersweet too, so I guess that is kind of fitting of what John Wick was.
Yep. Donnie Yen was a complete fucking badass in that movie as his character Kane.
I mean, he's always badass. Like, you seen the Ip Man films?
I heard about him.
You need to. Those movies are fucking incredible. Like, Hong Kong martial arts films in general tend to be really fucking good, but those are some of the best. Like, they're definitely something that if you like, how much martial arts films have you watched?
Not too many, if I'm being honest.
You need to. Martial arts films are fucking good, especially Bruce Lee movies, the Ip Man, and all things like that.
Yeah. What was the last movie you watched?
The last movie I watched in general?
Yeah.
The last movie I watched, what was it? Like, I've been wanting to watch, like, I'm gonna be watching a film called Red Spectacles soon, which is a part of a franchise called the Cabero Saga. The last movie I watched, let me check that, because I have the memory the size of a fucking goldfish sometimes. I will be completely honest there, but
for me, it was John Wick 4, obviously.
Yeah, last night I didn't watch any movie or the night before, so I can't remember. I can't remember the last movie I watched. I did watch a movie before. Oh wait, I did. I do. It was The Curse of Chucky. That's what I watched because I've been rewatching the Child's Play movies lately, and they're still good. I still do not like the remake. Well, I haven't rewatched the remake, but I'm gonna be rewatching it. And I watched it when it was new. I did not like it. I thought it fucking blew ass. But I have watched the Chucky films before, and I still enjoy them. They're overall very fun movies, in my opinion. Have you seen them?
No. I'm more of a gamer than a movie person. But if I think it's like something that's more than worth my time, I'll look into it.
Okay. But just so you know, the hold on this is because Sosa is wanting to test something, which he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, but still, it's like, come on, bro, this is taking a while.
Understandable.
Yep, he is a cool guy though. He has a lot of energy to him, and he definitely is passionate about what he talks about.
I respect that. I respect that.
Yep.
But what was your favorite John Wick kill, if you remember any of them?
It's been a few years, so I can't remember.
I'm gonna do a slight spoiler. It's not really talking about like what's going on in the plot, but there's a part where John Wick's in a building. He starts shooting all these guys that are trying to come after him because remember he still has his bounty on him from the third movie.
Yes.
And there's a part where he's just like, it's basically like an overworld shooter, and he's just going in every room, just like shooting up, and killing everybody. It's probably my favorite part of the movie. It was so fucking badass.
Yep. Yeah. It definitely looks. It definitely seems like something that'll be enjoyable. Like there's also the John Wick spawned in a bunch of movies like it to come after it. Like there's this Korean one with this badass chick called Villainous, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still want to see that one.
John Wick 4 got Clancy Brown in it. When I found out that, I was like, holy shit.
Mr. fucking Krabs.
I'm not joking. Yeah, he plays a significant role in this movie.
That's incredible.
Now, if you know his history, he plays like these authoritarian or like villainous roles, so it makes sense that he would play something like this.
Well, I have seen a movie where he was what's the word I'm looking for? He was a cult leader. Can't remember what that film was called.
He has the look of like he's a badass villain to be taken seriously vibe to him, and his voice matches it too.
Yeah, which is funny considering his most well-known character, to my understanding, is playing Eugene fucking Krabs.
I. SpongeBob, me boy.
I still like that show. I don't care what anybody says.
No, my personality is basically Mr. Krabs and Squidward at the same time.
Yes.
Out of all the characters from that show.
Yes. Oh, Squid, I can actually relate to that.
I think they intentionally made those characters to be extremely relatable no matter the age.
Fun fact, I believe that was the case.
Well, they did one hell of a fucking job then.
Like, basically, I seen a video essay that... It's funny that there's video essays on SpongeBob fucking SquarePants, but I watched one, and it was actually pretty informative. Like, one was basically, when you think of it this way, it's kind of like a satire on life. SpongeBob is basically this child at heart that goes to work every day and basically is naive. Well, Squidward is the person who's been doing this for years and realizes it's not fun and games and just waits for it to fucking end, and Mr. Krabs being the massive capitalist.
Based.
Indeed. Hey, Zach Cole is here.
Also, I forgot his name, but the guy who played Pennywise from the two It movies that came out a couple years ago is the main villain in this movie.
Yes. Okay, now Sosa wants to try one last time. Let me check.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, bro. God. Okay, I got to tell, bro. It's still not working. Oh, what happened to Zach? Did I actually X you out, Zach? If so, I'm sorry.
No, I couldn't hear you, but turns out my volume was down, so I restarted it, and then I realized what happened.
Okay, gotcha.
So, just throwing this out here, this is like a last minute thing, since this is what they decided to drop yesterday. But we're going to also look at the trailer for the Continental, or John Wick.
Okay. I haven't seen
And we were just talking...
Yeah. Spade Almighty said hello. Hello, how are you doing?
Who is that?
I don't know who Spade Almighty is, but he seems to be a fan of the channel, so automatically based.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to tell Sosa his thing's not working.
We were talking about how Clancy Brown, the guy who voiced Mr. Krabs, is in John Wick 4.
Clancy Brown, I know who he is, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not? His voice is one of the most famous cartoon characters ever. Mr. Krabs.
Oh, yeah. I just recently found that out.
Yeah. He plays a lot of villainous or like authoritarian roles.
Yeah, I can see his face. I don't know how to describe it.
I was like, damn, they didn't need to make John Wick 4 this fucking badass.
Exactly.
I feel like this is one of the few times like everyone went out completely on everything about a movie, and they did here.
Okay. Soon Sosa's gonna be jumping in. Fucking gay. Excellent. That means we can talk about the topic.
Finally.
Also, I noticed your pick is Samus Abyss.
Yep. I was trying to find a quick profile picture, and that was the closest thing I could find that was good.
Surprised if you were going to use a pick of Samus, it wasn't her ass, considering you're always thirsting over her.
Okay, you got me. Yeah.
To be fair, I'm the same way with Tubi from Nier Automata. But come on, they based Tubi off of her actress Yuya Ishikawa, and they gave you the option to remove her fucking skirt where she's in a thong. Don't blame me for thirsting.
No.
Hey, Sosa!
Hey.
What's up? Sorry, I've been delayed a little bit. Well, I was trying to get y'all on my live stream so that y'all can maybe make some money and get some more attention, but it wasn't working.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. It was just like, after a while, it's like, bro, come on, we'll try this later. Hop on this one.
I know. I'm sorry. I had a cool thumbnail picked out and everything. It was going to be bomb, but oh well.
We could try that out another time. Like, for example...
Another time.
Like, for example, I'm not going to announce this because I don't know if I could get you in trouble or anything, but you remember that thing you told me about, right, Sosa?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we get that podcast topic, we could try that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, exactly, because that is 100%, I think would be a perfect thing to do on both of our channels. But there's no...
Yeah, maybe just you and me.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that kind of sounds kinky.
Well, anyone can join in too to get more kinky, but we would have to figure out the live streaming issues. See, I didn't know that you had it scheduled. I thought you could choose to go live at any time, so that was my bad.
Oh, it's all good. It's my bad that I didn't tell you that. So
yeah, well, hopefully people stayed on. They didn't leave, while they were waiting on me. Hopefully they didn't.
No, I don't think anybody left. It's been the same few people that are currently watching.
Oh, okay, good.
But
all right. Well, let's get on with it.
Yeah, it's like that thing you have in your videos of get on with it.
I think people appreciate the self-aware humor.
But first thing we're gonna look at this is the Blue Beetle trailer, which one of the few DC and Marvel movies I've been interested in a while. Y'all see that stuff on my page. Yeah, I'm a fucking degenerate. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Man, there ain't nothing wrong with liking Blue Beetle. That's a good story.
Yeah, but you know about stuff like...
No, I do, but I have some theories whenever it comes to that.
Oh,
No, no, no. Like on the real, I am being stupidly hopeful. I am being stupidly optimistic. I know this, but that is my nature. I'm going to be this way. I think George Lopez, Batman's a fascist. Will, I don't know why I did that accent. You know, Batman's a fascist. I don't know but I think that he's going to be played off as the crazy uncle that no one should listen to. Just the comic relief.
But let's look at the trailer first to get a good look at. But I'll say why I'm hyped for it. Since
okay.
My word.
I'm hyped for this Marvel and DC movies because, well, I'm sure
Bro,
people.
How come you don't have YouTube Premium?
Excuse me,
I
Mr.
just
Reyes.
haven't paid money for it.
You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Of course, the male's a loser.
Everything right now feels so out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're Jaime.
They don't get out much. I just want to rap. Jenny?
God, that's my life. But do not open.
You should pause it every once in a while to fit fair use so you don't get demonetized or anything.
Oh, I generally do pause it every once in a while. I just haven't found anything to say yet. Like, I know like streamers like Hassan that just pauses it and says absolutely nothing. And you know who Hassan is. Everybody knows who that loser is.
Of course. I'm going to be making videos about him now that I'm remonetized.
Yeah, I don't want to be like him where I just pause to say absolutely nothing, but I want to pause when something actually pops up in my brain. And I feel you, but
if you want to be able to not get hit with copyright claims and have the whole stream blocked, you have to do it. So what he's doing is actually legit.
That is true. He still fucking sucks though.
Oh, for real. We deserve 9/11.
Oh god, I hate him so much.
Oh, he's so cringe.
But let's get back to this.
And all you brought back was a hamburger?
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
Pause.
How did you get it to do?
I'm pretty sure he would have figured out that it wasn't a burger in there by the sloshing around in the box. I'm pretty sure he would have felt a hard metal object.
Yeah, exactly. Also, something I do want to mention here is the CGI here is actually really good. Which is interesting because a lot of stuff like Marvel movies and DC movies, I'll be completely honest, their effects are hit and miss. Sometimes their effects look great, others they look like a fucking mess. This one, my Toku hero-esque bias aside, these look genuinely good.
No. The suit looks great. The set piece that they use in a couple of their last scenes look atrocious, but I think they're going to clean it up because I saw the same trailer in a laser IMAX HD theater when I went to see an early screening of Mario, and it looked a lot better. So it actually has to do with the quality. They're going to improve it, is my point. Yeah,
fair enough.
The suit looks good, though.
Oh, I'll say why I think the suit looks good soon. Like, I don't think you know why I like it yet, since out of everyone here, you're kind of the normie in the situation of the nerd fandom.
What?
Yeah, like in terms of stuff like Toku and stuff.
What? It just depends on what part of nerd culture you're talking about.
That is true. Let me hook my laptop up to a charger.
The things we forget about before we get on the stream.
Exactly.
Who am I on with? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with as well? Because it's kind of hard to tell from here.
Abyss Kaiser, who's been on these podcasts before, and
yeah,
Zexel, who's a very good artist of drawing kaiju stuff, actually.
Okay, I might hit you up for some art later for a YouTube thing or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Message me on Discord through Joey's Discord.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
I think so.
Yeah, you can friend and message me on Discord through Joey's Discord.
Oh, okay.
Through his server. All right, ready when you are, Joey.
Yeah, okay.
Who's that?
I think he likes me.
Oh!
See, like the crazy Mexican uncle. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh!
But this is almost,
you see?
there.
That is sick as fuck looking though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
that did look good.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see that of a fucking DC movie that's probably aimed towards the general demographic of, like, I love Marvel and I love hero stuff, but they're generally primarily aimed at kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's why it's so surprising to see that this is body horror stuff here, kinda, almost.
Yeah, for real. And look, the stupidity, you can rewind it if you want to. George Lopez tries to get the thing off of him whenever he gets electrocuted. He puts his hands around his throat. He's not doing anything to the mask.
Yeah, let's do it.
Look at that! Look, I'll choke you!
All right, can I say one thing?
Yeah, pause.
So, I'm just now realizing that's George Lopez.
Me too. I used to watch that sitcom back in the day when I was a little kid about him. So this is kind of surreal seeing how much he's fucking aged.
Yeah.
For real, dude. And he used to be so cool. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Yeah.
My favorite part that he did, because it applies to my parents so much, so much. He's just like, and you know, your parents will beat your butt. I'm keeping it clean for the stream. Will beat your butt. And then when they get older and you're an adult, they're all denial. I never hit you, liar. I can't believe you tell people I used to hit you. Oh my God, you make me sound so bad. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just telling the truth.
That's parents in a nutshell, dude. Like, like there's
my parents.
Like, bro, there's a Squidward meme I went by. Well, you know that meme where Squidward gets out his chair to sit out in the sun? Well, there's one where he's getting out his chair and says, getting ready to talk to mom, and then he gets it, picks it up and says, mom starts yelling and starts walking away. And I related to that so fucking much. And so did my brother. And she was like, that is nothing like me. It's like... It's like, when you see memes like that, it's like, oh, so I'm not in a minority here.
For real. Hey, Joey, by the way, if you want, it's completely up to you. If you were entertaining people the first 10 minutes before I was on, that's great. You can stay on. You can keep it that way. But if it was just a bunch of waiting and boringness, tell people in the description in the first comment, you can make one yourself, to skip to like 10 minutes into the video, and people appreciate that.
Oh, that's fine. Me and Abyss will talk about stuff like John Wick and Clancy Brown and stuff.
Oh, well, then you're all good. People love John Wick.
Yeah. And plus, it's a podcast, and podcasts generally have a bunch of random discussions around.
We're actually going to be looking at the Continental here later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get to see the first 2 episodes of that early.
Yeah.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
It looks so cool.
It does look cool.
Who said that?
Oh!
It's gonna be okay.
Pause.
Right out of the comics, holy shit.
Right, that is beautiful right there. That's good right there.
Oh, most definitely. Like, look at the detail and how it blends in. Like, when you compare it to Brie Larson in Captain Marvel, she looks way worse than this.
Right. It's all about the movies they actually care about. Those are the ones that have good CGI.
Yeah. Like, look at the detail, the lighting. It looks as real as a film could. Like, I don't want to say it looks strip real because no movie looks particularly real, but it looks as close to reality as you'd expect from a film. And I gotta say, they done good here.
Yeah, for real. And you want to know one of the reasons I'm excited for Blue Beetle is because I like stories with nuance. I don't like all the time. Sometimes I don't like it when it's all the time ABC cookie cutter. He's evil. He's good. This actually brings some nuance, to the situation. That's why I like The Boys,
Yeah, exactly. Look, if you want some more deep and complex storytelling, I would definitely, in terms of superheroes, I definitely would recommend going to stuff like tokusatsu stuff, like Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and you see, I'm not going to spoil this, but you have some knowledge on Ultraman, and that's all I'm going to say. And that too.
Yeah, hey, for everybody else on the stream, we're going to cover this later. Can't give you too many spoilers right now, but I got to participate in the making of the newest film that's coming out.
Yep.
It's a film that you don't even have a clue about. It's being made right now. You don't have a freaking clue. You haven't even seen the trailer. I know it's coming out, though, because I helped make it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Re-entry systems ready.
Wait, no.
Oh!
This ain't what you want.
That's cool.
It is.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I just wanna rock.
It's called the Scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you want, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, see, sometimes it does what you want, sometimes it doesn't. Like, this is going to be a good story. Now, this is just, since this is a live stream, we're just talking like amongst friends on a podcast. The reason I'm interested in this one and the reason I know about Blue Beetle is because I did a very popular debate in the Death Battle forums. Joey knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yes. Basically, you pissed a lot of people off back in the day. Like, one time I brought you up in a group chat, and automatically, someone knew they knew who you were, and they were like, oh, fuck Sosa.
I did Blue Beetle debate with this guy named Ron, who I don't want to speak too badly about him because I might seem like a hater, but he was one of those feminists raised by a single mom, soy boy, people. And yeah, it was he argued Blue Beetle against me. So I did all the research. I read tons. Every fight he did, I did it and just dismantled him. And then they hated me even more after that. But that's how I found out about Blue Beetle. He's really cool.
Yeah. I just found out about Blue Beetle. Well, I've seen pics of him before, but I wasn't necessarily knowledgeable. But I know about him now because of this movie.
I think
Looks better than Shang-Chi.
The Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
That love you feel for your family makes you weak.
I like that shot there. Like, how it just, I think he's around snow or something. Just overall around how it's shot, the lighting and such gives off a very beautiful vibe there. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's better than AOC's pictures.
Yeah, most definitely.
But hold on. Susan Sarandon, I don't care. Y'all need to look up how the naughty things she did on the movie screen way back in her day, bro.
You're just as degenerate as the rest of us.
For real. I'm telling you guys, I don't care if she's a freaking libtard. And she is one of the worst in Hollywood. And that's saying a lot. But oh my God, when she was younger, man.
Want to go like the Hulk and smash, eh?
At least she gets to be a bad guy. I like that. I can dig that all day.
Okay.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whatever you can imagine,
Here it comes.
I can create.
Here it comes.
this looks so freaking cool.
Nice choice.
Now here, let me say this. This here describes why I'm so interested in this, because this incarnation of Blue Beetle, Sosa probably doesn't even know because he's a filthy normie. This incarnation, even in the comics, was inspired by Toku heroes like Guyver, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, and things like it. And it's showing here, like, you got this typical martial arts combat, this very Toku hero-esque design, and even the poses, like that pose he did there was something straight out of Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. And I gotta say, I am very hyped for this. It looks awesome because of that. And even the design as a whole resembles one of those Toku heroes. Like, one thing that people are comparing it to is stuff like Metal Heroes, or what the idiots say, Beetleborgs. It's like, Beetleborgs is literal... Beetleborgs is literally just a piece of shit that was made back in the day by Saban, the people who made Power Rangers, to pretty much butchered Beetleborgs. And pretty much butchered Metal Heroes. That's what it did. It made this stupid, overly childish kids show that pretty much made them a joke. And that's basically why I have issue with stuff like Power Rangers and Beetleborgs, because they edited some good shows from Japan and they turned them into a fucking joke.
Yeah, the filthy normie doesn't quite get all that, but I will say that I do recognize the design similarities. I just don't know what the fictions they're from, but I do see it, so I'm not completely off.
Oh, okay, good. More cultured than I thought.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Rewind it like 20 seconds, bro. I want to see some of that action scenes again.
Oh, okay. So 1, 2.
To the beginning of action, more.
Oh, okay, here.
I look like 150. There we go.
Okay.
But it belongs to me.
That love you feel for your family makes you weak. I just want to ride.
That kick right there. There's martial arts there. That's stuff you get out of Japanese superhero shows like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. And generally, while shows like that are have a big focus on martial arts because they're more limited in budget than what Hollywood is. But honestly, that's a part of their appeal and probably why I prefer them. Because if I was to describe Toku heroes compared to stuff like Marvel movies, stuff like Kamen Rider is like it's like a medium rare steak. It's cooked enough while not overly cooked. While stuff like Marvel films, they're a very cooked steak, overly cooked. That analogy makes sense.
No, I get you.
And I like how this here is paying respect to that. Pacific Rim paid a lot of respect to stuff like Godzilla, Super Sentai, and Ultraman as well, and it's always really nice to see. And what really bothers me, though, is how normies are out here like, oh, this is good. This just looks like Power Rangers, and not understanding where Power Rangers came from. I don't like a lot of Power Rangers. Power Rangers is overly childish, and they're saying Blue Beetle is probably gonna be. I'll get to that later.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whatever you can imagine,
Pause.
I can create.
Yeah, see, the set piece that people were complaining about that looks a little CW was the background, the green screen right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Looks
I can see
pretty
it.
bad, but the suit still looks fire.
Yeah, most
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
I look back on Power Rangers now, bro, and I'm just like, oh, I can't believe I used to think that was actual martial arts. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so cringe. I look back. But yeah, there's a bunch of people that think Power Rangers is an American thing.
Yeah, here's the thing. Super Sentai are really good shows that have some really good combat and such, but what Power Rangers did, it took a show with a limited budget from Japan, and then it mixed that in with annoying Saved by the Bell footage. And I don't like Saved by the Bell, so it made it look like a joke.
Ah, got you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's watch the cool scene.
Let's party.
Nice choice.
Can't ever go wrong with a badass looking sword.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
Now that's a line that got a lot of people worried, but I don't mind it. Like personally, it could be a parody of stuff like that.
I think it might be the crazy uncle that you're not supposed to take seriously.
Yeah, I think that's the case too.
Yeah, if he's the crazy uncle with already like beginning onset Alzheimer's, okay.
Yeah.
Or he's losing his mind because his blood isn't getting to his brain because his leg is about to cut off through all the artery blockage. Maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
Just naming the most cliche scenarios.
Now, something I wanted to talk about briefly here is, I love Angry Joe. I think Angry Joe makes great content. He's one of my inspirations alongside the Ackman. Leafy is here and stuff like that. But his take on Blue Beetle was fucking ass. And I'm going to say that right now because it's not that he wasn't hyped for it that got under my skin. It's the fact that he was saying it looks like Power Rangers and it's probably going to be aimed at kids. It's like, one, Marvel and DC, for the most part, has always been primarily aimed at kids. That's what superheroes generally are. Two, just because Power Rangers took footage from the show Super Sentai and then butchered it with Saved by the Bell footage does not mean it's going to be childish. Like, that's the thing that really gets under my skin. It's just a very uncultured take that really bothered me. And just really...
Too many bad things about Angry Joe to watch him.
And but another thing that really gets, I think the thing about Angry Joe here is he might be upset about stuff like Henry Cavill being fired because both the Tokusatsu community and both the Tokusatsu community and what's the word I'm looking for, and the DC community are down his throat about this. And the reason for that is because he's still mad about Henry Cavill. And another reason why I think that is because he liked Ant-Man, and Ant-Man from the MCU was very much inspired by Toku heroes like Ultraman and Kamen Rider, and it was very seeable. this isn't any more close to looking like those than Ant-Man was. And Mad Matt said, yeah, I don't really care for the Blue Beetle trailer myself. Movie just doesn't interest me, is all about that, and I've been burned a few too many times by modern superhero films. I get that, Matt, but I'm hyped for it because it looks like tokusatsu shows that I like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai.
It is a movie, right?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay, I just want to double check.
It's just like the character of Blue Beetle it's based on. It's inspired by those, and it definitely looks like fun. But yeah, that take by Angry Joe, I think that stupid take is formed by the fact he's still salty that Henry Cavill is fired. And I get it, Henry Cavill did not deserve to be fired, but
Oh, that was a horrible decision.
yeah, but don't let that judge your perspective on another movie, especially when you're making ignorant claims like, oh, it looks like Power Rangers, it's gonna be for little kids.
Hey, we'll get back to the thing in just a second, but I just want to tell y'all that I actually have some friends in Hollywood. That's one of the reasons I actually can get the early screenings that I do. I have it on rumored but good authority from a good source. It's not confirmed. They are considering it, is what I'm told. I sound like Doomcock, and I don't want to come off as one of those rumor channels or anything. But Henry Cavill will make a cameo to send off the new Superman in the new movie. Henry Cavill's not completely out of it. He's just going to be in there for like a little tiny bit and pass the mantle off. So,
Mad Matt, that sounds interesting. Mad Matt, I'm still good with Shin Kamen Rider and Shin Ultraman, especially Shin Ultraman, my films of the year, by the way. Yeah, I am too. Like, I much prefer stuff like Tokusatsu heroes over Marvel heroes because I think they're more interesting. And as I described them, Toku heroes are like a medium rare steak, while Marvel heroes are like a more cooked steak. They're still good, but I'm gonna take the medium rare. That's basically what I'm saying. Spade Almighty said, I saw a pic on Twitter. Blue be 1 minute. Oh wait, 1 minute. I'm a dyslexic piece of shit. My bad. I saw a pic on Twitter. Blue be a pic on Twitter. Blue Beetle as Kamen Rider 4s. Oh yeah, I could definitely see the similarities there.
yeah.
And Matt said, well, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the way of seeing Blue Beetle as an American Kamen Rider 4s. That's not a bad take, I'd say. Not at all. I still need to see Kamen Rider 4s because I'm a massive Kamen Rider fan. But since we're on about Kamen Rider, let's go on about where the source has came from and go to some of the footage of Shin Kamen Rider.
All right. I just don't mess up Blue Beetle, man. I hope they don't wokeify it too much. Like the dude, I don't know his name, but the main actor is from Cobra Kai. It's a great show. I don't hope he doesn't ruin it for himself.
Yes. 1 minute. Like, I want to see that one brutal scene. Like, if I could find it, I know it's around here somewhere. Well, I'll pick one of them and I'll go to the next. Shin Kamen Rider Ichigo is going to be the first, and then there's going to be one that just goes all out. Hey, there's my stream. Here's one of them. 1 minute. 1 minute. And this is a little taste of what Kamen Rider is like, just a little more brutal than the traditional. And there's more to it. Oh, wait. I think I might have found the clip I was looking for alongside that.
Yeah, I don't see anything on the screen.
Oh, wait, you don't see anything? Oh, wait. 1 minute. Let's show this one. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I was waiting. Oh, heck yeah.
There's
I'll
one.
take that over the stupid She-Hulk CGI bullshit that we got.
Yep, and this is why I made on Toku Heroes basically being like a medium rare steak. 1 minute. Now, here's another.
Good. It's just I hate how they politicized it.
Oh wait, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay,
that's Shin Godzilla.
While I find the other clip I'm looking for. You guys try to keep the stream entertaining while I find the other clip I'm looking for.
Yeah,
he rocked his shit.
Yeah, it's gory. This is actually the most violent Shin film yet, which is actually fucking incredible. Of course, that is. We'll talk about the other thing soon, but give me a second.
While you find that clip, I'm gonna tell a blonde joke to trick
Okay, go
trick
ahead.
people. All right. There was this blonde girl, and she was driving down the street at 120 miles per hour, and the cop pulls up next to her, blowing the sirens, and she won't pull over. And he goes on the intercom, pull over. No response. He goes on the side of the car, looks at her, pull over. She ignores him, and she's knitting something furiously. Like she literally got the metal knit litters and everything like that. And he gets in front, like almost in front of her, and kind of angles the car like she's about to crash. And he goes, pull over. And she goes, no, it's a scarf.
Okay, let me go up a bit. Let me look. I shared the clip in my Discord. I shared the clip in my Discord server, so give me a second.
I never knew how handy good dad jokes would come into life. No one told me that was the trick to getting women.
Well, I mean, you got a Miss Kaiser one on your dick now, and I say you could call that a woman.
Yeah, believe me, dude, I'm telling y'all guys, like, I know, like, if you're not good looking, and I know that if you're shorter, it can be really tough, or if you don't have the money like that or anything like that, but if you can make a girl laugh, I'm telling you, you could look like Josh Gad, but he can make a girl laugh, and woo, you can score.
I got a chick. She's from the Philippines.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna make you. This is gonna get you interested. She's conservative.
Heck yeah. Well, a lot of those women are. Those women that are trying to get that green card, they're conservative.
Yeah, like I'm not very political myself, but just thought since you're here, I could kind of mention that because I thought you would find that interesting.
No, I have a girl who's trying to hit me up for the same thing. I haven't said yes. I'm just, but similar thing.
Okay, gotcha. 1 minute. 1 minute.
I'm already locked down.
Oh yes, I got the clip. I got the fucking clip.
Good. Put it on the screen.
Yes.
It's about damn time.
Oh, 1 minute.
This better be good.
Yeah. One minute.
Watch the file be corrupted.
Okay, 1 minute. Gosh, scroll up a bit more because I ended up getting more of the
He
trailer.
said he had it.
He lied to us.
I'm almost there. Like, I already left. I'm almost there. Haven't left yet.
My heart is broken now.
Fuck. Let me get it. Like, oh fuck. 'Cause there's this clip that has a lot.
Everyone stare awkwardly.
Okay, again, you guys keep the stream entertained while I find this because apparently I didn't get the clip.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a black joke.
Oh.
I might have heard this one, but it's really, really, really good. And it's an okay one that's just barely on the edge.
He's Mexican, guys. Cut him some slack.
Oh, yeah, I'm Mexican. I'm good. But, all right, this was off the movie Guess Who? Who's seen it?
I have not.
No? All right, well, I'm going to tell you a good joke then. All right, how do we know that Adam and Eve weren't black?
I have no idea.
You ever tried to take a rib away from a black man?
Okay, Matt wants the StreamYard link. Just
that's a good one, bro. That's one that everyone can dig.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Don't worry, guys. That one's okay. Two turns of service, just barely.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't so fucking hard to find this shit, but it's gotta be somewhere. Oh wait, now I'm on the right channel, I think.
Yeah, we heard that before. He found it, guys. He found it. He promises.
I don't believe it anymore.
The army now, huh?
My trust
Yes,
is
now I
broken.
found it. Now it's time to screen share, motherfuckers. But first, Matt said, now that's a funny joke. He also said, can you get the StreamYard link? Let me get that shit for you, bro. Okay, finally fucking found it. I was freaking out, bro. Oh, God.
Freaking out.
Yeah, I was like that. Oh, don't tell me I can't show off this fucking awesomeness. Because this gets crazy. Now, I'm gonna throw... Now... 1 minute. God, not save link, copy link. Fuck! 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 Stop slowing down, motherfucker! No!
I just realized that I'm a guy who's trying to look as least fat as I can through a camera angle while I'm eating a cookie.
I'm just saying, a Kamen Rider movie with the insane action of John Wick, but with the violence shown, and that Shin Kamen Rider clip would be fucking epic.
It would. Now, Matt, check your Discord DMs. I sent you the link. Sad Boy Reclaim said, I don't know if this works, but this is what you're looking for. Oh, I don't see the link there, bro. He said, where is he fighting the Shocker troops? Frankly, I have no idea, because I haven't seen the movie, but let me share screen now for this one. Okay, because this I was not going to avoid showing.
All right. He did it, guys! Yay!
PG stuff.
Ooh. Ooh.
This is where shit gets really gory.
Flat movie over. Okay, this is taking a while. You lost the entire American fuck up.
Okay, right here. This right here. I'm sure you guys recognize, for those who've seen Shin Godzilla, those style of explosions from Shin Godzilla. You know, when they're bringing those subway trains against them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This 100% gives off that vibe here.
Damn!
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, it's gonna get gory once stuff goes down here, though. And this is on a less than Hollywood budget, by the way. Not even highest budget for Japan. Okay.
裏切り者にしよう。それが私の仕事です。ですが、
Alien vs Predator.
I forgot who he's based on, but he is from, like everyone from this movie, like in Shin Ultraman, they are villains from the 1971 TV show.
外に逃げ出さないためのお仕置きに留めておきます。では、始めますよ。
Oh my god.
Yeah, just wait till something...
Arachnophobia.
Okay, so that's the spider. Oh, yeah. And here he comes. And this right here is actually a shot that... G.N.O is a 100% Kamen Rider fan right here, because this shot very much representing a shot that happened in the original show when he fought the Spider-Man, because that's what that's called. That's the Spider-Man.
That don't look like Spider-Man.
バッターオーグ完成していたのですか。
This shows how ruthless he is.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
This is my type of superhero.
Same as fuck.
Yeah. Like, you see how he's taking him down like Jason Voorhees? Except it's even more brutal than Jason, since he's slaughtering all of them in a matter of fucking seconds. This in Japan is PG-12. In America, yeah, in Japan, this is PG-12. In America, you know what this would be getting? An R rating.
You want to know why? Is because Japanese kids are so much smarter than ours.
Exactly. Like, oh my god. Look at the blood splatter.
Jeez!
A lot of blood.
Okay, I gotta get into watching Kamen Rider. Holy shit, this is the stuff I'm gonna expect to see.
Yep. Definitely check out stuff like Amazon's and Black Sun, which Amazon's is actually even more... Well, not Amazon's. This is on the level of Amazon Riders, but Black Sun is even more gruesome than this, and that's saying something. But definitely, this here is fucking awesome.
Imagine, I really am glad for that female, though, because if he had not sensed that dude at the top of the hill for 1 second farther in the timeline, she would have had her eyes gouged out. Just the coincidence is spectacular.
Oh,
it would have looked like that scene. It would look like one of the death animations from the new Resident Evil remake, because one of the villagers, they like gouged Leon's eyes out. It's fucking brutal.
Ooh,
Yes. But
I don't think I came across that death animation.
Now, of course, while in Japan this is for 12 and up, PG-12 in Japan, since it does have more meat than PG-13 here, obviously. It's still treated like a bigger deal than it is than PG-13 and is in the West by far, because in Japan you have to work hard to get PG-12. Like Ju-On, those movies, right? The Ju-On movies, the Ring movies, all those are rated G. Godzilla, even the adult ones, are rated G. So the fact that this got PG-12, they had to push hard for that PG-12 rating, and as a result, like, now this brings me to another. Okay, first, Matt's here. Matt.
Yeah.
What do you say about what you're saying of Shin Kamen Rider?
Oh, it is basically some Mortal Kombat badassery, man. Like, holy shit, is that really good?
Now, if you want to see some other gory stuff in Kamen Rider, there's also Amazon's, which I actually think Amazon Riders and Shin Kamen Rider and Black Sun are going to be connected in some way, and I'll say why. But let's just show some of the stuff in.
It's Toy. That's cool.
Huh?
Toy or Toei or.
Yeah, Toei's the one that makes Kamen Rider.
Cool. Well, then I automatically am interested.
Yep. They've been making Kamen Rider for years. Fun fact, in Japan, that's actually their biggest IP is Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. Now,
I've always been more of an Ultraman kind of guy, but I do love Kamen Rider.
I love both, but let's show you that some of the gore down is in Amazon.
Oh my god, it sounds like one of those zombies off Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Black Ops.
Who's that?
Black Sun's even more gory than that.
Damn!
Ooh.
All of this is on Amazon Prime, by the way.
Oh!
Okay, that is pure combat.
I got no chill.
Yeah, one minute, it's freezing. Let me go on. But like, this, and by the way, I should also mention this in Japan is rated G. I'm not fucking kidding.
That's because Japanese kids understand that the gore is so over the top, it's not real.
Yeah.
Damn right. Like, Japanese kids are fucking
holy,
good, dude. I mean,
that would hurt so much.
Yikes! The fact he was even alive for a split second there.
Like I said, Japanese children are quite hardcore motherfuckers, man.
Yep. Now, don't get me wrong. Amazon's and Black Sun are all geared towards... Well, Black Sun's 18 plus, even in Japan. But Amazon's and Shin are geared towards adults, even in Japan. But the MPPA rated Shin PG-12 and this rated G, where even though they're aimed towards adults, if kids want to go watch them, they're not going to be restricted from it. If they're not the parents, of course.
Guys, none of this stuff matters. Let me tell you why. The only question that we must ask ourselves whenever it comes to all this stuff, the only thing that matters is, can he beat Goku?
But yeah, while this is rated G in Japan, this show is technically aimed for adults. It's just to get rated PG-12, you have to work fucking hard in Japan, which is crazy. But
Tell me about it.
But yeah, just throwing that out there. To be fair, this is Amazon's is still aimed at adults, but it's rated G.
Well, it's because they don't have any freaking kids over in Japan anymore. That's one of the problems with a right-wing society. You make them so prosperous that they don't want to have kids anymore, and your population collapses.
Yeah, because
they don't have any kids. They have to gear it towards both people.
Yeah, because like I said, now Kamen Rider as a whole, even the stuff that is aimed at kids, still has some dark shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you guys watch Gaim, that show goes into some very dark themes. This is basically Kamen Rider for adults here. But even when you look at the stuff that is aimed at kids, it's not much different than what you get out of stuff like Amazon's, just less gory.
Let's get this guy versus Yujiro. Yujiro Hanma. Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Holy sh! That reminds me of the Iron Maidens from Resident Evil 4 right there.
Like, these...
Damn. I love how ridiculously over the top these costumes are, but they're like badass at the same time.
Oh, most definitely. Now,
that's the magic of Japanese tokusatsu design, dude. That's actual practical effects, man.
Oh.
This is definitely a kid's movie because if it were for adults, they would have choreographed it better.
Oh, no. Amazon's in Japan. It basically in Japan has been labeled the Walking Dead of Kamen Rider.
Once,
But it's actually a TV show, but it was pretty much aimed at adults. That's why when it was aired on television, this was made as an Amazon exclusive, but they did do a censored version on television. It was aired late at night.
I think I'm gonna have to go, guys.
Okay.
That's fine.
It was fun. This has been interesting. This is my first exposure to Kamen Rider, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely would recommend checking those out. They're really good.
Yeah, it seems interesting. I wasn't interested into it before, but now it seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's skip ahead to some of the other stuff.
Oh. Jesus!
Okay, so before we go on, let's show one more thing, because this is going to get very brutal. Now, this is a movie.
Gears of War!
Hello!
Bruce Lee.
Now, that's my type of superhero right there.
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
not a Batman fan, I guess.
Oh, Batman's great, it is, but I'm definitely a Kamen Rider guy. But yeah, basically on that statement of kid stuff, I want to avoid that confusion. Like I said, while stuff like Amazon's is rated G and Shin is PG-12, Japan's very weird with its ratings, because I even looked up Amazon's in Japanese to see what the Japanese people had to say about it. And basically, they still called it a show now it's for adults, and it was even aired late at night. So I don't really know the standards of what it takes to get a rating that's crazy high, because even Ju-on, Ringu, and even a Berserk movie is rated G in Japan. I'm not kidding. There's a Berserk movie that is rated G.
Wow. Japan must have some really, really skewed standards of what really counts as highly as
basically
R rating in Japan.
Yeah, like you know what Berserk is, right, Sosa?
Of course I do. Although I haven't watched it, I know it's very popular. I've heard many good things, and it's on my list of things to watch that's already over a mile long.
Yeah, exactly. But stuff like that.
So,
like
Andrew, might I suggest reading the manga too? The manga.
Oh, I would if I like the anime enough.
Yeah, I will say this, the anime is very different from the manga, but it also should give you some of an idea. But yeah, that's something I do want to get out of the way. Like, now stuff like Gaim, Kamen Rider generally, is generally for the general audience. The same rating as Marvel movies. But stuff like Amazon's, no, that's not. Now, in terms of Shin Kamen Riders, now basically ratings decide if it's appropriate for kids, rather or not, then it's for kids. Basically, Amazon's was rated to be appropriate for children, but not aimed at children, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the West, that wouldn't be considered appropriate for children. Not at all. Not at fucking all.
No way.
But, yeah, in terms of Shin Kamen Rider, which I'd say is on Amazon's level, that's PG-12. I do want to say, there's this thing that's going around saying that Shin Kamen Rider is flopping in the box office. It's really not, because... Anybody speak?
No, I didn't speak. Real quick question, though. Can you still hear me right now?
Yeah, I can. 100%.
Okay, so I can get off the screen for a second. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool thing that YouTube doesn't allow you to do.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm a StreamYard guy. That's basically what I use in terms of streaming. But I do want to say this kind of thing. There's this misconception that Shin Kamen Rider is flopping in the box office because it's not doing as well as Shin Godzilla or Shin Ultraman. But that's wrong, because Shin Ultraman and Shin Godzilla is one of the top performing movies of all time in Japan. It's in the top 100. Shin Ultraman is in the top 100 best performing Japanese movies. So Shin Kamen Rider just isn't performing as well as those, but still performing pretty well. It's making its money back. But a reason I think that's not performing as well as those is, one, it's PG-12 rated. Like in Japan, in America, PG-13 is not going to lower anybody from going in. But in Japan, since you have to work hard to get that PG-12 rating, it's going to be a big deal to people when something's rated PG-12, because if something's rated PG-12, it's going to be seen as something that's very gruesome, and it's going to exclude a certain portion of the audience that wants to see it. While Shin Godzilla and Shin Ultraman, those were rated G movies, where everyone could kind of go in and watch them. So, and another thing why Shin Kamen Rider isn't doing as well is because, well, its competition, which is a massive competition, ended up getting a head start. I got that from G-Man, Trevor's worst enemy. But basically, yeah, it's overall, when you look at the results, it's doing pretty well. I think if it wasn't PG-12 and it actually had a head start of its competition, I think it would be like, I'm not saying it would be on the level of Shin Ultraman's profitability, but it would probably be, rather than 30% less profitable than Shin Ultraman, it probably would be like 10% less profitable, if that makes sense.
Yeah, although try telling that to the Toku Reset guy on Twitter, dude. Like, that dude has quite the hate boner for Hideo Kojima.
You mean Hideki Anno? You mean Hideki Anno, not Hideo Kojima?
Yeah, exactly. I keep getting those two mixed up.
Yeah. Well, Hideo Kojima did go to see Shin Kamen Rider, and he loved it.
Wait, are y'all talking about Professor Otaku?
Not that I know of.
What was that?
I thought you were all talking about Professor Otaku again. My bad.
No, not at all.
No. This is happy time, dude. What?
It's happy time. Are you jerking off or something? Sosa does have his shirt off. You enjoying his manly bod, Matt?
I got nothing.
Hey guys, you want to hear some breaking news?
What?
A little bit of a change of subject. If y'all aren't interested in this, then it's perfectly fine. But Bud Light just put out a statement on the whole controversy.
Huh. Me, I personally haven't been really following that, to be honest.
Oh, okay, never mind then. It's the biggest that they've
I
ever.
don't really ever drink, and when I do, I drink the good shit, man. Like I support the local brewery.
I get you. My uncle loves Bud Light. He lives and drinks it. So.
Now, you want to know? Now, you guys want to see a Kamen Rider that was so violent it ended up getting rated 18 plus, even in its own country.
Sure. After this, I'm gonna have to go though.
Okay. Now, 1 minute.
I'll be right back.
Now, I can't show the spider death. That's too violent even for YouTube. But it will.
Really? That's pretty bad.
Damn.
Well, it gets more violent. It's not showing the spider death though, because apparently when he got his intestines ripped out, YouTube isn't gonna allow that. But this is another show that's available on Amazon.
Damn.
Yep.
1 minute. Let me see if I can get some of the money shots of the gore, or if it's too much for fucking YouTube. 1 minute. Let me see if I can find. Okay, this guy, the guy that's getting his head crushed in. Let's see this. 1 minute. Crushed his head like a fucking watermelon. And it, like I said, it gets more gruesome than that because, like I said, even in its home country, Black Sun was so violent, it got not rated G, not 18, not PG-12, 18 plus. And fun fact, in the first episode of Black Sun was so violent, many people who turned it on actually turned the show off after the spider thing got its intestines ripped out and pulled around till he decapitated it.
Damn.
Oh man.
Like I already knew Black Sun was awesome. Some shit, but goddamn.
Yeah. Basically, now here's the thing I want to say. Kamen Rider Amazons, Shin Kamen Rider, and Black Sun. All of them are aimed for an adult crowd, and all of them are fucking brutal. I think it's going to be a shared universe. Because in Kamen Rider Black Sun's case, like in the original Kamen Rider Black, there was Black RX, its sequel, where Kotaro met with all the writers to precede him. Clearly, Amazon's Black Sun and Shin Kamen Rider are in a separate universe than the main timeline of Kamen Rider. Well, I think when they meet up, I think Amazon, there's going to be a Black Sun RX. Considering at the end of Black Sun, it left a cliffhanger ending, and also how all of three of these are mature reimaginings of Showa shows. And if you guys don't know what Sosa probably doesn't know what Showa is. I know Matt and Abyss does. For Sosa and anybody who doesn't know what Showa is, Showa was an era of Japan back in the day. These are all mature reimaginings of Showa shows. I think if we get a Black Sun RX, he's going to end up meeting Haruka from Amazon's and Shin from the new movie. I could very much be wrong, but they're all very similar in the way that they reimagine the gory shows for the adult demographic. The old shows for a modern and adult demographic with gore. Hell, even Black Sun and Shin Kamen Rider both redid the openings to the Showa shows as well, so maybe I'm wrong. Sad Boy Requiem said, beer is gross. I like mixed drinks. I never tried beer in my life. Spade Almighty said, remember when the OG Amazon was considered too violent? Oh, yeah. And the best thing about the OG Amazon, the OG Amazon, what's funny about that one was actually made for kids.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Amazon, the original one. Let me look that up. Amazon Gore. This is a show from the Showa era. And it's violent as fuck, especially when you look at the fact that this one was actually.
My boy. I will watch that one later, though.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you all later. Thanks for having me on.
It was nice having you.
Yeah. Can stay on longer, but work is work, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, I'll holler. Bye.
Okay, let's see. Because this right here for the time was considered too violent because this one was actually, but Amazons took it to another level. Wait 1 minute.
Okay, I'll admit, like, even back then, that Kamen Rider suit was fucking dope.
Oh, it is.
I agree, dude.
Look at that gore. Like, this one here was actually a kid show. So... But this was like the 4th Kamen Rider show. 1 minute. But basically, Amazons took this, the most violent writer show at the time, and reimagined it in modern day for an adult audience, which made it even more gruesome.
Kamen Rider Amazons is basically G.N.O Cyber, the Tokusatsu.
Yeah, exactly. And Sedbo Rickup said, oh, speaking of, a friend of mine watched Black Sun and thought it would have been better to turn the protester guy into a kaijin. Killing him was too easy of a punishment. Understandable, that would have been dark, but I liked seeing Shadow Moon crush his head like a fucking watermelon. Because the thing is, that guy was basically a extreme racist piece of shit individual, and he pissed off Shadow Moon. Originally, I think it was the father of the bird dude that was gonna kill that protester. But nope. Before he could stab him, Shadow Moon ran up and crushed his fucking skull. That was awesome. And even the guy who was going to kill the protester was even shocked by that.
I'll be right back.
With that said, let's move on to Across the Spiderverse.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're not hyped for this one, Matt?
Nope.
I'm interested in it, but you know how I feel about American heroes. Like I said, Toku, a medium rare steak. Marvel and DC, a fully cooked steak. Medium rare, everyone knows better is better. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a medium rare dude myself.
Yeah.
My name is Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man. And things are going great.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to be here at 5.
All right, whatever.
Okay, something I do want to say, it looks identical to the previous Spider-Verse movie. I don't know if that's a problem or not. 1 minute. Sosapoden said, "Hey Joey, just hopped off. Can you show bro, you put a typo there, so it's making it hard to read." He said, "Can you show channel on screen to help promote it, aka people like and all that?" Oh, your channel. You're wanting me to show your channel. Yeah, I can show that. Just let me finish this trailer if that's okay with you, bro.
Who is this?
Sosa, he's in the comments. Yeah, I can promote your channel. Just let me finish this trailer if that's okay with you, bro. Okay. 1 minute.
Wow.
Whatever?
So are you like a cow or a Dalmatian?
I am the Spot.
It's not funny.
Okay,
Don't do that.
Okay, I don't know if the Spot is treated as a joke in the comics because I watched the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. It was a really good show by memory. It has a lot, and I mean a lot of fucking flaws, but it was good. But there is this episode I remember with the Spot, and it's the only thing I know him from. Spider-Man punches him, and then he says, "Well, that hit the spot." And even in here again, he's treated as a fucking joke.
He's probably meant to be one of those comic book villains that are meant to be a joke, though.
Yeah, probably. But then again, Spider-Man has always been a smartass, so...
I mean, that's why he's relatable.
Yeah.
Alice's grades are pretty good. A in AP Physics.
That's my little man.
And a B in Spanish.
What? Ooh, okay. Miles. Are you trying Mira, that's not impossible.
I gotta go. All right, bye.
He's lying to you. And I think you know it. Miles!
Okay, now this is showing a problem that they did not learn from the first movie. I don't like the music here. It's that awful rap music that they're using.
Oh yeah, fucking mumble rap. Good lord, I fucking hate that genre of music. Like, can we, if if we're gonna do Spider-Man music, can we go back to hard rock?
Yeah, and even then,
I would rather listen to generic rock than mumble rap.
yeah, like, first of all, I hate rap. Second, I don't really think it fits the vibe of this, other than if you're trying to stereotypically go on about the character's race. Which, let's be honest, if you're bringing rap music for that reason, that's kind of weird. But it just doesn't fit. Like, nothing about that track gives off the vibe that this... Shut up. Sorry, that's my dog. Gives off the vibe that this is a superhero film. Hope you guys don't hear my fucking dog.
I can, unfortunately.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Yep, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't work. Like, in general, it just seems like it's Sony. I think Sony has a thing for promoting, for just hopeless promotion, because they did it with the Emoji movie exists where it's full of promotion. I think they did the Power Rangers movie that's full of promotion, and then there's here, which is again full of promotional music. It all fucking sucks, and that's a thing for Sony.
It's probably because they know, unfortunately, that's what the modern generation likes.
Yeah, because the modern generation is fucking stupid, and I'm a part of the modern generation, so that's saying something.
Unfortunately, I am too.
With all the best spider people in it? Who's the new guy? This is
unbelievable. Spade Almighty said, "What's the dog doing?" It's just sitting around. It wants attention. That's basically it. It wants attention. Very clingy creature. Part of the appeal of owning one, but also can be a bit annoying when you're trying to do other things, you know?
The lobby. Miguel O'Hara. The whole thing was his idea.
What's a guy got to do to join this spider team?
You can never be part of this.
Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and the little nerd back on Earth 1999-99.
Come on, go easy on the kid. He had a terrible teacher.
Peter.
Miles.
Mayday. You have a baby?
I have a baby.
I'll take it from here. Miles, being Spider-Man is a sacrifice.
What's the danger?
You have a choice between saving one person and saving every world.
Send me home.
Okay, one of the things I was hyped about this movie for was because I wanted to see the Japanese Spider-Man. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be showing that here. I think I could be wrong, but I think August Ragoon said it was confirmed he was going to be in it, but I don't know. I don't know how he would know that. He doesn't have any... well, he might, but I'm not sure. I hope he has some way to know, but I have no idea. I might even be misconstruing his statement, because I can't remember it completely properly. I think he said it was confirmed, but I could be completely fucking wrong there.
I can't do that.
I can do both. Spider-Man, always.
Not always.
What about Uncle Ben?
If not for Uncle Ben, most of us wouldn't be here.
Can't stop me now! You can't run forever, kid!
I can't lose one more friend.
Miguel, this isn't what we talked about! You knew?
I have no idea what you're doing!
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
All stations, stop Spider-Man!
Okay, like, it's... Okay, now they're doing the meme thing here. Okay, that is funny. But a part of me feels like they're only doing this because they kind of keep in touch with the modern era.
Done right.
Yeah, it is done right here because it is funny.
And then I looked at my uncle and...
Let me guess. He died?
Which, yeah, I'm interested. I did like the first Spider-Verse movie. It was... let me move away. The dog's probably overly loud over here. I did like the first Spider-Verse movie for what it was, so I probably enjoy this one too. I'm not huge on them. I basically see them like I do the MCU. They're enjoyable. Nothing excellent, but overall good. Now what does get me is some people say treat these movies like they're targeting a separate demographic than the traditional Spider-Man film. No, Spider-Man movies, MCU movies, all of that has always been primarily aimed at children. That's what superheroes usually are. So it's not really targeting a separate demographic than the general Marvel movie, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Of
They're
course,
all
there's
kids'
also
movies.
another reason why I'm not really stoked for.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with primarily aimed at kids, with the exception
Yeah,
of.
I know now. But there's also another reason why I'm not really as stoked for the new Into the Spider-Verse movies. I won't go into it, but let's just say it involves a certain controversy surrounding that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Frankly, I don't really care about it because I think it's just a very minor detail. For me, it's just your typical Marvel movie. But yeah, I just was gonna say that in terms of that. Yeah, it's targeting the same demographic as other Marvel movies. So I don't really know why this is considered the kids' film of Marvel movies, other than the fact that it's animated. That's really it.
Again, I really do not care about this movie. Like, it's just gonna be whatever for me. But at the same time, I'm not gonna browbeat anyone who's gonna enjoy this movie. Like, hey, you do you, bro.
Yeah, like just like you do, Abyss Kaiser. But yeah, as a whole, I think it looks. As a whole, I think it looks decent. It doesn't look anything grand, but basically I see it like I do the other Spider-Man films. It looks, well, not the other Spider-Man films. This is not going to be on par with the Raimi trilogy, or maybe even the MCU, because I'm going to say something controversial right here. Spider-Verse is probably my least favorite Spider-Man movie.
Gonna cry?
Yeah, like, say what you will about Spider-Man 3. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie too. Like, I just don't get the hatred for Spider-Man 3. Like, I can understand emo Peter Parker, but that's about it.
So emo Peter Parker is awesome.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
But yeah. But I guess, like, I know I've been malding throughout the stream about this, but that little rant by people like Angry Joe just kind of got under my skin about Blue Beetle. Like, oh, it's gonna be for little kids, because it looks like stuff like quote-unquote Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where it's like, bro, it's fucking Marvel. They've always been primarily aimed at kids.
Don't forget DC, dude.
Yeah, Blue Beetle's DC.
Beetle's
But yeah,
a
Marvel and DC are always primarily aimed at kids. Stuff like the Dark Knight, the Batman, and things like that are the exception. But the Batman the Animated Series, the Michael Keaton movies, those are kids' films. All of those. And when you go by American standard and Japanese standards of kid stuff, not counting stuff like Amazon's Black Sun and Shin, because I need to hammer in that fact that despite Shin being PG-12 and Amazon's being G in Japan, they're still for adults. The majority of Kamen Rider, while still aimed at the same demographic as Marvel and DC, they go a lot deeper than Marvel and DC does. They're more complex, they go deeper in lore, they're more violent, they're more drama. They, like, when you watch Gaim, like, I'll just say this, like, there's a piece in the show I'm watching called Kamen Rider Ryuki where a monster grabs a guy off the street, crushes its heart, and sticks his hand in its chest and crushes his heart.
Yeah. I also gotta mention Kamen Rider Gaim's my favorite Kamen Rider.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Gaim is great. Eric, excellent.
Holy shit is Gaim so very much Xenogears in tokusatsu form.
Yeah, Gaim is fucking incredible. But in terms of the superhero stuff, I'll say right now, the one I'm most hyped for that we talked about today is Shin Kamen Rider, because 1, I prefer Kamen Rider over stuff like Marvel and DC. 2, gore. 3, well, it's Kamen Rider again. But second would go to Blue Beetle because it mimicked Kamen Rider style, stuff like Kamen Rider. And Spider-Verse, I'm not excited for it. It looks interesting, but I'll watch it when it's out. It's probably going to be enjoyable, but nothing I'm going to be huge on. Okay, 1 minute. I also got now I got to do what Sosa asked.
Hey, don't forget we're looking at Continental now.
Oh yeah, I know. Just let me talk about what Sosa asked. Okay. Also, dude, please be quiet. Please. I'm trying to work.
Yeah, the struggle is real, folks.
It is. I love animals, but boy, can they be a pain in the ass.
This is why I prefer cats.
Yeah. But yeah, go subscribe to my friend Sosa Potence 300. He's a cool dude. He makes some enjoyable content. His content's definitely more controversial than mine since he's very much on the political side. But if you don't mind that type of thing, he is a good friend of mine and would definitely appreciate if you go check him out. He could definitely use the help. Spade Almighty said, "Do you know the bits from Shin Kamen Rider?" Yeah, BTS. Not that I know of. I know a little bit about Shin Kamen Rider, but I don't know everything about it. Oh my god!
You can't put them out of the room or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And it's a she.
So what you should have done from the get-go. Oh, she,
Don't
whatever.
assume her. Oh, you just assumed her gender. It's a she.
I'm canceled.
Yep.
Yep. Cancel the Abyss, Kaiser.
Spoiler alert, the ones who try to play cancel stuff usually are the ones that get canceled.
Yeah. Sadboy Requiem said, "I heard that Shin Kamen Rider is probably going to have a May 15th release. Do y'all know if that's possible?" I think it is possible. Right now, last time I checked, at least the shelved release was, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? The shelved release of Shin Kamen Rider was, April 30th, not April 30th, May 30th, I think, but maybe that changed. But I'm definitely going to save up for that because I'm not missing it like I did Shin Ultraman.
I don't know. I would have to go probably quite a bit to even consider going to see these movies somewhere. I don't feel like doing that.
If there's any movie we talked about today, I'm going to go see. It's going to be Shin Kamen Rider. Definitely that. Because 1, I love Kamen Rider. 2, I'm a fan of Hideki Anno. 3, it's a part of the Shin Japan Heroes universe. 4,
remember... Sorry, go on.
4, gore. 3, it's a mature reimagining of a Kamen Rider show. So everything that's really
And
right up
also
my alley.
Also the reimagining of the very first Kamen Rider show.
Yeah, it's a reimagining of that and the manga, by the way. Because there was actually a manga adaptation made by Shotaro Ishinomori of the original Kamen Rider. This movie reimagines elements of the TV show and the manga that adapted the TV show. Which Kamen Rider the First actually was the first adaptation of the manga, by the way. But this is adapting both elements. Sadboy Requiem said Shin Ultraman isn't having a retail release. I know it was getting a Blu-ray soon. Yeah, it's getting a Blu-ray. It did have a release here in the States for like a day or two. I wanted to go, but I didn't have the money at the time, so... But Shin Kamen Rider, now that I know kind of ahead of time, yeah, I'm saving up for that, 100%. But anyway, what's the movie we were looking at again, Abyss?
I don't think it's a movie, but it's called The Continental, which is supposed to be a TV show based on the John Wick universe.
Okay. Is it a trailer?
I believe it. Yes, it did. It just dropped yesterday, I believe.
Okay. Just like your balls?
On your mama's face! Oh!
Okay, let's get to it. Spade Almighty said, "Do you think there will be a Shin Super Sentai?" I think there will, because again, Shin Kamen Rider is not a box office flop. It's just disappointed, because it's 30% less profitable than Shin Ultraman, when Anno actually expected Shin Kamen Rider to surpass Shin Godzilla in profitability. But the thing is,
again, tell that to the Toku Reset guy on Twitter.
But it's I love Anno, but it's
I follow him, yes, but at the same time, I don't really agree with his anti-Anno takes.
Yeah, but it's I like you, Anno, but the fact that you were expecting a movie to surpass Shin Godzilla, a film that's in the top 100 best performing movies of all time, not just Japanese movies, but movies in general in Japan, you're fucking crazy to make that assumption. 2, it's PG-12, and unlike in the United States, PG-12 is treated as a big deal since it takes a lot to get rated PG-12 by the MPPA. Well, the Japanese version of the MPPA, I forgot what it's called.
MPAA?
Yeah, MPAA, but there's a Japanese version of it, and I forgot what it's called. Because the fact that Kamen Rider Amazons didn't get PG-12, but this did, really says how far this went. So that there is isolating a certain few that were going to see it, rather have been young people that were interested or adults that just wanted traditional superhero stuff with gore and such. And it's also the fact that it's strong competitions like My Happy Marriage, which is based on a very popular manga in Japan, got head starts over it. But as a whole, it's still a profitable movie. I think if the circumstances were different, it would probably be like 10% less profitable than Shin Ultraman. But still as a whole, as it is, it's made its money back. G.N.O wants to make a sequel to it, and I think as a result, we might get a Shin Super Sentai.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the Continental.
I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm paying attention. Oh, 70s.
Okay, so this is set in the John Wick universe?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it says the Continental from the world of John Wick. Yeah, it definitely seems to have similar action and such.
Yeah, I definitely gotta get on that John Wick life myself. Like, holy shit, does the action look cool?
It does. I'm a massive John Wick fan, so I'm interested in this.
I gotta meet Keanu Reeves before he dies or I die.
Yeah, I want to meet him at some point too, because overall he seems like a genuine nice guy. He gave some very inspiring quotes, and he's fun. What can I say?
I especially love Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2077. Like, holy shit,
Wake the fuck up, Samurai.
Sad Boy Requiem said, I feel like we get a Shin Ultra 7 before a Shin Sentai. Perhaps, maybe, here's the thing. I do want to give a little perspective on the Shin Kamen Rider sequel. I think what that might be hitting at, maybe he's wanting to do a Shin Kamen Rider 2, or maybe he's wanting to adapt the second Rider in the Showa era. I don't know, but I'm still expecting it to tie into a Kamen Rider Black Sun RX. That's what I'm expecting. And Ultra 7, yeah, possibly.
Yeah, Ultra 7's my favorite Ultraman show, because good lord, is Ultra 7 such a badass Ultra.
Spade Almighty said, have you seen the Penguin trailer? I have not.
Shit, we need to look at that too. Fuck it.
Yeah, that was the superhero time thing. Since isn't it the Penguin from DC?
Yes.
Okay, so it works in this.
It's based off. It's the Penguin from the Batman movie that came out last year.
Yeah.
Are they making a villain cinematic universe?
Not Peacock. Yeah, I'm interested in it. There's not much shown off yet, but it is cool that it's a prequel to stuff like John Wick. I'm wondering if it's gonna genuinely build up to the first movie or something.
Maybe. It's tough to know.
Before we move on to what's the word I'm looking for? The Penguin trailer. You guys have anything more to say about what the little we were shown off here?
So we're gonna see John Wick, but 70s style, probably.
Yeah, very much, very much.
That's gonna be kind of fucking dope.
It is.
Hopefully
they don't fuck it up.
You know, we might run into seeing a young John Wick here.
Yeah, perhaps. Especially since Keanu Reeves himself, while he looks young, he isn't young.
No, he's in his late 50s. I can't believe it, but yeah, it's true.
Me neither. Dude aged like a fucking god.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, dude looks like he's still in his mid-20s. Like, dude just grew a stupid fucking beard.
Yep.
He probably has some kind of shit that he puts on his face or dyes his hair to make himself look like that. Probably.
Yeah.
I just don't hope he's not one of those guys who who gets high on adrenochrome. Like, jeez.
Yep. Spade Almighty said small John Wick. But anyway, let's move on to the Penguin. Yeah, I did not know about this, but I did like the Batman, so.
Oh, Batman was fucking great.
Yep.
Had a bit of a leftist political viewpoints on that movie, but in a way it made sense.
Kinda, but I don't know. Like, I know the Amazing Lucas said a lot, and I mean a lot of retarded shit, particularly about console wars, but he did give a good analogy on that privilege statement she said about Batman. The irony there was that he was everything she described. Like, she thought that he was one of them, like, just fighting for, like, pretty much a poor person and such. But it turns out he was the rich white guy, and so her stating that that's what they were fighting against, it kind of hit him right in the feels.
But yeah.
This is one of those moments. You gotta ask yourself, what kind of life do I want? The world ain't built for guys like us. That's why we gotta take whatever we decide is ours.
Those Carmine Falco's right hand. Try to push me out. Whoa, hey! You ain't seen what I can do. If you step out of line.
Okay, something I will say here, like, I like that he's giving the same vibe that he did in the movie, same performance and everything. Even though it's a TV show, which means the budget is going to be massively smaller than a movie, they still managed to fuck with his face enough to look like he did in the film. Because when you see the guy who played the Penguin in these movies, he's unrecognizable without that makeup. And the fact that they were able to recapture that to a fucking T here, I think is impressive.
I don't think that would be that expensive compared to, like, probably the CGI shit they would use for that Batman movies or explosions.
That is true, but TV shows also have a stricter deadline than movies. But then again, this is going to be for HBO Max, I think. And so, to my knowledge, TV shows that are released for HBO Max, they aren't released weekly. They come out all at the time of the release.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
helps.
Stuff like TV shows, they have, and then when it comes to TV shows, they have to make one episode the week, then work on it the next. That's why stuff like Kamen Rider and Sentai look like the way they do, because they have a smaller budget than a movie, and they have stricter deadlines. That's why I take issue when people are like, oh, this looks so cheap. It's like, shut the fuck up. You do not know the conditions these people were made to work under.
So you're talking to me, huh?
Huh? No, not necessarily. I always thought you kind of agreed with me on that.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, because basically, when it comes to stuff
but
like
I was saying I have said that shit more or less before, though.
I don't remember. But
I was talking about, you don't remember how I talked about how, like, Shin Ultraman kind of look goofy looking?
That's a movie,
the CGI.
bro. That's a movie, bro. Those have movie deadlines, not TV show deadlines.
True.
But
well, I mean, kind of like for in general though in Japan, I don't know. I just always felt their special effects aren't as good as American. When it actually was done good, good.
That's a movie though. Like, in terms of Shin Ultraman's budget, I will say this: I still think you're kind of harsh on that aspect, considering Shin Ultraman. Like, Japan can make something that looks like it came out of a higher budget when it's not doing anything too crazy, like Shin Godzilla. But Shin Ultraman is not only $2 million below Shin Godzilla's budget, but it also spends that budget on a lot more action scenes.
Fair enough.
That's also why I'll be completely honest. Like, I love you, Sosa, but when you said that statement on Kamen Rider Amazons with on the choreography, that kind of made me facepalm a bit. It's like, bro, this is a TV show. They didn't have what they do with a big budget movie, and they have to do all these very big close-ups and such. It's good. It's much more raw. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That statement caused me to maul it a little bit. Okay.
Little once, I'll get you like a goddamn fish. Can you imagine the people saying my name on the streets after you're gone? Could it mean something?
Damn.
Yeah, that's the penguin.
The new Kingpin of Gotham.
The penguin. I'm interested. It seems to have a similar vibe to the movie.
I mean, holy shit! A fucking series following a villain protagonist. Count me in.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder this: is it going to be a prequel, side sequel, or a straight up continuation?
I think it's a continuation because they says the next chapter, and they said say hello to the new Kingpin, or Gotham, or whatever he just said there.
Exactly. But I think it looks interesting. What do you guys think?
Oh, count me in, brother. I'm gonna watch it.
Interesting. It looks interesting enough.
Agreed. Like, I think it seems to carry a similar vibe to the movie, which, if anybody likes those movies, totally gonna be... If anybody likes that movie, I think totally it's gonna be right up your alley.
I heard that Clancy Brown's apparently supposed to take part in so I don't know if it was the Batman show or another movie, but he's supposed to take place in that.
Huh. But anyway,
that's right up his alley.
It is
his type of roles, so.
It is. Before we go, should we look at the trailer to Luna Abyss, or should we save that for another podcast?
Oh, screw it, play it.
It's basically described. It's basically described as BioShock meets Nier Automata. Two things I fucking love.
Okay, BioShock meets Nier Automata. Got it.
Okay, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yep. Let's take a look.
Looking at a lot more stuff than we were planning, but that's a good thing.
Yes.
You must be very excited. Only those who bear those beautiful red eyes are chosen.
Okay, first of all, this is really showing off the beauty of the visuals here. Like, look at these. Look at these. The plant life. The detail of them, the colors, how the wind bumps against them.
Oh, yeah.
And you can just see the wind moving.
That kind of makes me want to buy a PS5 alongside Final Fantasy 16, dude.
Yeah, I already have a PS5. Peasants! Okay, now here's an element where I see...
Hey, I'm a PC gamer, motherfucker.
Oh.
Meanwhile, I'm both, so fuck y'all.
But so here's this. Here's the first thing I could see the drawback to Nier, like basically going around in RPG style, talking to a bunch of people, basically post-apocalyptic looking people, and you get this similar style of dialogue that pops up on the screen.
My cat almost caused me to trip. Oh. Damn, this looks good.
Oh, yeah, this is Nier.
Yes, Nier and BioShock.
I'm already in love, dude.
Nier and...
going on my Christmas list. This is already going on my Christmas list.
Nier and BioShock, because, like, for example, here, like when you're fighting the boss thing, you have this droid-like head. It's blasting those one red balls against you in a very similar fashion to the boss fights in Nier. And then here, now when you're kind of using this force-like thing against them with your hand, like BioShock, 2 10 out of 10 games put into one. RPG, open world, FPS, perfection. I am stoked for this. Oh my god.
Yeah, is this game coming out this year?
Let's see. More BioShock elements I'm seeing. More Nier elements there.
I definitely love me System Shock a lot, dude.
second. Spade Almighty said, "Do you watch Osama Sentai King Oger?" Oh yeah, I've been watching that. That show has been really fucking good so far. The visuals for a TV show, the visuals are absolutely stunning. Like, you could watch it and compare it to a Hollywood effect and go, "Oh, this looks so cheap." It's like, no, it's motherfucker. It's a TV show with a lower budget than something like the fucking Mandalorian. It's released every week, and it's gonna be like 50 fucking episodes. For what they have, that looks incredible. And overall, I'm also really liking. There seems to be some political commentary there that's done overall very well. If I was a guess, right now it seems like there seems to be going to some foreign affairs thing that's happening. But yeah, the recent Sentai show, I've been watching that as it airs, loving it so far.
Damn.
I could also see a bit of Destiny in here as well. Not as much as Bioshock or Nier, but I can see a bit of it.
Yeah, I do like Destiny, dude.
Oh yeah, Destiny is fun, it is. Not as good as Halo, though. Bungie really knocked it out of the park with the Halo series, but Destiny...
Oh yeah, too right. I mean, you can't really top Halo at all. Like,
most definitely.
Key to everything.
Oh, hey, my name's right there.
Yeah, Abyss. Yeah, that right now, that's my most hyped game. Right now, because
that's a PS5 exclusive?
Probably is, but you know what? I don't mind that. I own all the consoles.
At this point, I'm biting the bullet and buying myself a PS5 because, good lord, Final Fantasy 16, Armored Core 6, and Luna Abyss are basically my most hyped games of this year at this point.
I completely agree. It definitely looks like a lot of fun. Like, when you mix elements, like I'm going to say this right now, Bioshock and Nier Automata, both of those games are 10 out of 10s. Nier Automata does this fun, beautiful open world aesthetic with RPG and hack and slash. Bioshock has this fun open world but I don't think Bioshock counts as open world.
Although
Bioshock count as open world?
Truth be told, I was more thinking System Shock than Bioshock.
I haven't played System Shock, to be honest, but I want to.
Dude, System Shock was where Bioshock came from. I
know the origin.
Shock is basic. I mean, System Shock is basically Bioshock gone cyberpunk.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Like, I still want to play System Shock since it is the preceder to Bioshock, but I personally haven't played it yet. And a Bioshock, I think, is the more mainstream option, which is why many people are also comparing it to that. But I knew
I know.
But I think once it was being compared to stuff like Nier Automata and Bioshock, I'm interested. He said, "Have you?" Spade Almighty said, "Have you played from any FromSoft games?" Well, this is where Abyss is going to come in, but I have played some of Dark Souls 3. Very fun game. Abyss, you're the FromSoft nerd here. You go on.
I have played and beaten all 3 Dark Souls games. I've beaten Bloodborne. I've beaten Elden Ring. I haven't gotten around to playing Sekiro and Demon Souls because.
Let me flex my FromSoft fanboy muscles there. I played Armored Core Gen 1, Armored Core Gen 2, Armored Core Gen 3, Armored Core 4 and 4 answer. Sir, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Okay, let's see. I am really dipping my toes into Shadow Abyss.
Yeah.
And really loving what I played of Kingsfield quite a lot. Oh, and for the weebs out there, I've been enjoying the fuck out of Another Century's episode 2.
I don't know what that is, and I'm a weeb.
And I thought I was a FromSoft nerd.
Look at it this way. You heard of Zone of the Enders, right?
I have not.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of... Finish?
Well, think Zone of the Enders, but with the mentality of Super Robot Wars.
Yeah. Now, I have played Armor Core Age 2 back in the day on the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1. I can't remember if Age 2 was a PS1 or PS2 game. But I did.
PS2.
Okay, because I know I played on the PS2, but I couldn't remember which console it was made for. But I played the fuck out of it. Originally, me and my brothers were salty because it wasn't like Mech Assault, the game we were hooked on the original Xbox.
Dude, you're talking about two entirely different.
We were little kids, Matt. We were little kids.
Western mechs are more in line with tanks. Japanese mechs are more in line with jet fighters.
Hey, we were little kids, Matt. Basically, we were little kids. Like you would, if I was still like I was when I was a little kid, you would have fucking hated me because when I was a little kid, I despised anime.
And now look at you, borderline weeaboo right about now.
Hey, I still take issue with a lot of anime fans. Since I do love Japanese cinema.
I said borderline weeaboo. I'm not saying you are.
That's true. But in terms of Armor Core, like basically it was a similar thing on when I got into WWE games. Like I played backyard wrestling when I was a little kid. I'm not sure how many of you guys know what that is. And I was hoping when I got SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, it was something like that. It was completely different. Was disappointed at first, and like Armor Core, I became a fan.
Did you ever play the Def Jam games?
I really gotta bounce. Dinner's ready. Yeah, I really gotta bounce. Dinner's here.
Sad Boy Requiem said, at least I have Gundam Dynasty Warriors. I heard of that. But anyway, before we go, you got anything more to say, Abyss?
You ever played the Def Jam games?
I have not.
You should. They're based off the wrestling stuff. It's really fucking good. I'll consider looking into it.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Yeah, I'll give it a look. But that's
about it. Yep.
That's it. That was it for this episode. Please comment your thoughts down below. And if you enjoyed it, smash that like button, share it around, and subscribe. Please make sure to hit that bell for notifications to keep up to date on all my future content. Also, check out my social media accounts and all tech. Links are in the description down below. This is Gojin the Makai Phantom, leaving the building. Oh, wait. Sad Boy Requiem said, real quick, does Shin Ichigo's forehead bother you too? It does not bother me. Like, he definitely looks different than the traditional Kamen Rider, because usually these Kamen Riders they're pretty boys. That's what they are. But that's because Kamen Rider, even the more kid-friendly stuff, tends to target the second primary demographic for Kamen Rider is adult women. Adult women love their handsome men in Japan, and they try to make the riders look as attractive as possible. So the new Ichigo is definitely a bit different than the usual. So I see what you mean, but it never really caught my attention that much. The forehead. I just know Abyss Kaiser wants to smash. But anyway, this is Gojin the Makai Phantom. Oh wait, a friend of mine posted out that the Shin actors look like the regular dudes in the original 1971 show, perhaps. But a bit of history on Old School Kamen Rider. While Old School Kamen Rider was still aimed primarily at a younger crowd, and of course, while Old School Kamen Rider were still trying to appeal to all ages, including adults, it was less focused on pleasing the mature demographic than they are now, because they basically wanted to keep things simple. But then after something like Black, Toei realized they had a lot of adult fans, and then they started adding more complex stories in the early 2000s, and it stuck around ever since. And that's also why you got more pretty boys nowadays than you did in the 70s era. But anyway, hope you all have a great day. This is Gojin the Makai Phantom, leaving the building.